and welcome to another episode of Marvel One Shot. I am your host, Duane the Captain Coffer, and with me today, we're going to talk through the Secret Invasion trailer that's just come out. Is the reigning, defending, undisputed champion of the world, Jason MacLeod.
Yo.
Hello, my friend. Alright, we're going to literally go and watch it, get our first reactions.
Have we explained what we're going to watch?
Yeah, Secret Invasion.
No. Must have. I literally had the intro and we're going to go watch it.
Yeah, so we're going to go watch the new Secret Invasion trailer. It's just come out. It's coming out June 21st. And we're going to get our first initial reactions of what it's going to be like. So, see you in a second.
Damn.
Yeah, see what I mean? Right, I don't know where to start with that.
I've got, like, a whole new theory on what I originally thought.
Okay, go on then.
So, like, you know how I kept saying about, like, surely he's just never come back from the ship that he went to in Captain Marvel?
Yeah.
And the whole time in Talos.
Yeah.
The way they've made it look, it literally looks like as if, like, I don't know, it kind of got out of hand. Maybe he did come back, and at a certain point, because Talos was also someone else.
Yeah.
Not like it weren't like we've seen two Nick Furies fighting or anything like that. It looked like he had. It literally almost looks like he's come away from like some, I don't know, maybe after Avengers Assemble or Age of Ultron or even Captain America, Winter Soldier. Like, I don't know, maybe after he found out that it was all like compromised, he decided to just disappear and like had Talos pretend to be him. And now it seems like the government are almost like they've again messed around with the super soldier serum to get these guys with the tentacly arms.
I want to talk to that. Go on.
So like I feel like he like Talos has turned around to him and been like, yo, shit's been crazy, we need your help. So he's come back and like obviously speaking, I don't know who the woman was that was like, nice to see you, old friend, and he just kind of gave her a dirty look. So I'm assuming it's some kind of government official.
Well,
and I bet they've been messing...
she
from Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Well, this is what I was thinking. I think that's the same bird. She was the one that was with
Wakanda
Forever. That agent. You know, the one that tapped into what's his name's phone.
Yeah.
I think it's her as well. She's the one that's like, we think anyway. She's the one that's like gathering these people up to do the Thunderbolts.
Yeah. Maybe that's what the tentacly arm dude is.
Well, I don't know, because that to me is the Super Skrull. Now in the comics, the Super Skrull has got just shitloads of powers.
Yeah.
You know, from the game.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. He's literally got shitloads of powers. He can do all sorts. So I'm wondering, because it is very Winter Soldier, Falcon, and Falcon of the Winter Soldier sort of vibe sort of thing. Was like espionage and stuff like that. Because I like as well how it hinted at wars being done behind the shadows. Now that could be a hint towards Kang's Secret Wars as well, because that was the original Secret Wars comics was all hidden in the shadows and nobody knew what was going off in public sort of thing. There was like a espionage sort of thing to that, so that was quite nice. And it looks like in this as well, in the comics, it's revolved around the Secret Invasion, it's revolved around the Skrull Queen, where it looks like in this, it's revolved around the Super Skrull instead sort of thing. And it looks really good. Obviously, it looks like Fury's on the run for Summit. They've like swindled him for something and said it was his fault for Summit. So obviously, they've could be that bombing or something like that. I'm not
Well,
too sure.
you say that, but in Spider-Man Far From Home, obviously they turn around to him like Fury's been off planet for, or is it the start or No Way
No,
Home?
No Way Home. Because
Is it at the
at the
start?
end of Far From Home, you
Yeah, we
see it as
find.
Talis
Yeah, yeah,
thinking it are.
yeah.
Because even the
Um,
girls, Maria Hill as well, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, because they're both in that car.
Then, oh yeah.
There's a
No,
screw.
what I was going to say is when they turned around to Fury and was like, oh, he's been off planet for the last, how long does he say? He does state a date. He says like the last year or the last 6 years or something, but he says like a specific date.
It's not 6 years, but it's a while.
Are you sure? Because that'd be literally before Thanos. Well, at the start of the snap. So what if something happened to Fury at that point of the snap?
Yeah, but you see
And
him get
maybe,
thingies. You see him get snaps, didn't you?
oh yeah, because he does the pager, doesn't he? Yeah. I don't know, because he just looks way older. So
Yeah, I know what you mean. It definitely looks older than he is, sort of thing. But because is it in WandaVision? You get the first mention of sword as well. The Sentinel Weapon Observation and Response Division. Do you hear that in WandaVision?
I think so, because ain't they the people that obviously find out what Wanda's doing, and they send in
Yes.
the White Vision?
Yes, that's where I think Fury's been. He's been with Sword up in the air in the space and that lot sort of thing. And I think obviously they must have seen something, and Talos has contacted them to send Fury back down, sort of thing.
Yeah,
But
but it says like one last fight, so it's like he's clearly stepped down from leading like the Avengers and everything a while ago.
Oh yeah.
He's clear. He's definitely been off planet. If Talos is like you've like a lot's
You've missed
happened.
loads.
Like yeah, like a lot's changed. So he's clearly not been on Earth.
Yeah.
So I wonder where he's been.
It's got to be something to do with Sword. There's definitely something to do with Sword.
We've seen War Machine Iron Patriot in it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's talking to him.
So
He's got to be a leader of something, or he's something important. That's why he was saying, "Look, you're the most wanted person here," sort of thing. I'm really surprised as well. Emilia Clarke's in it. You know, Daenerys. I didn't realise she was going to be in it. Though, I've done some digging. That is actually Talis' daughter.
Oh, okay.
So you know that little girl that gets saved in Captain Marvel?
Yeah.
She's grown up.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And that's her.
That makes sense. It has been like what, 20? No. Yeah, like 20 years, 30 years even.
Exactly that lot. Oh, it was done in the 90s, weren't it, sort of thing, when all the Captain Marvel stuff happened. Yes, that's his daughter. So I'd like to see how they're going to bring her, because obviously she says you don't know what they've got planned for you.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting. Like they're trying to.
See, this is what kind of makes me think that, like, because obviously I thought the Skrulls were going to turn out to be bad, but I feel like the Skrulls are actually the good side. And again, the government's done something dodgy, like you said, like maybe he's seen something being kicked off or whatever. And the Skrulls have like obviously inside knowledge of all of this. And like it's kind of like Fury's fighting against the government. It's literally like this secret war going on between the government kind of thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, because again, when she said like, "Oh, nice to see you again, old friend," or whatever, he still gave her like a dirty look.
Yeah. There was something. There was some conflict there, sort of thing.
Yeah. Like, and I don't know. I feel like the secret invasion is going to be less of a secret invasion of Earth and more of a secret invasion in the government kind of thing.
Yeah, okay. No,
again, Patriot's like he was a soldier and has like moved up them ranks as well and become quite a high government official.
Yeah.
So it's all, I feel like, it's a secret invasion of the government more so than anything else.
Yeah. Well, it's like It's like in the comics as well that they infiltrate higher places
Yeah.
in the government and ranking like that sort of thing. And it looks like obviously they're building a Super Skrull armor, all them bodies and everything, which would be
That's what I
quite
mean. Are the
nice.
Skrulls made from super soldier serum in a Skrull?
Well, no, not that I know of. It's just like they get genetically. I don't know. I can't. I think they're like
Mutated.
genetically, yeah, like
So
mutated
what's
or
so a lot of the mutants we see, like there's a fair few of them, especially in like Logan and stuff. They're like making mutants.
yeah.
So what's to say they didn't experiment on a Skrull?
And
And
this is
because
what's
obviously,
happened.
yeah, and that's why the Skrulls are now fighting back because they're like they're taking the Skrulls and experimenting on them.
Yeah. Well, like I say, in the comics, I've always only known the Skrulls to be bad. So when you saw
Yeah,
Talos and everything as the good uns, that put me off. Well, not put me off, but that put me back a bit. I was like, oh, right, okay. But now seeing them like this makes more sense to me. Seeing them like acting shifty and especially that bit in the looks like the restaurant where Talos goes to grab that bloke and then all of them behind him, it's all become him. It's like shit. That's
mm.
he's got some. He's got
Well,
this bloke's got some pull sort of thing.
when you think about like obviously saying they're being a bad guy and now in this they're portrayed as a good guy, that's not necessarily true because in Captain Marvel, obviously we are told they're the bad guy and everything, and then we learn why they're the so-called bad guys, and it
Yeah,
makes you think, oh no, they're not actually the bad guys. They're doing these bad things because they need to survive, and that's all
I
they've
can
ever
understand
done.
that.
So
Yeah,
it's still kind of like the same story. You've just had your perspective shifted on it, kind of thing. It's like, in a sense, like propaganda almost, I
yeah,
suppose.
yeah.
Like, you know, you get told it's this one thing, that's what you're going to believe. But then when you actually see the truth behind it, you realize, oh no, it's
That
like
makes
this.
sense now, sort of thing.
Yeah. So it kind of like they are, suppose, still the bad people,
Yeah,
but that's just because they do what they have to in order to survive. Because it seems
yeah,
like they're always under some kind of threat.
yeah. It does. Yeah, it
Which,
makes.
in a sense, if you think of like, I don't know, any one of Thanos' family that had like survived, barring Gamora, and they'd think, oh, the Avengers are evil. They killed all these
Yeah,
people and wiped out this person. You know, they'd think they're bad people. But because we
yeah,
from the other side, it's like, oh no, we think they're good.
yeah. No, yeah, I
So
can
it's
understand
really
that.
the
Yeah,
same thing.
it's like different portrays of them from the different sides of looking at it, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Well, um, I was disappointed that Secret Invasion was going to be the next series, but after this trailer, that sort of brought me back around again to looking quite forward to it, sort of thing. So, yeah, I'll roll on June the 21st now because I can't bloody wait to go and see to watch that lot. When it does come out, we'll try and have reviews of each episode, just a little snippets of me and myself, hopefully with Jason or one of the other gang, to talk about it and everything. But yeah, I can't wait for this now. I'm really looking forward to it. I was hoping it was going to be Loki season 2, but no, this is pulled it back round for me again now. So yeah,
When does that come out?
well,
Season 2.
this year, but I'm not
Oh,
too sure. Now. Like it seems like the series has been pushed back a bit, sort of thing. Because normally
yeah.
we've had a series by now, but I don't know whether they've done that because obviously they wanted to get the Mandalorian out first.
Maybe.
Because obviously
Or
that started now. That's been off for what about 5-6 weeks now, sort of thing. So
hopefully then. Well, I don't know. When you think about it, though, the Secret Invasion and Loki are quite big, like as opposed to Miss Marvel.
yeah, where's the origin
Or
story where these two
yeah,
more story
it's
driven for the future
bigger.
stuff.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Not just like obviously they are quite a crucial point in the story. Yeah,
Yeah.
all the other seasons. I mean, even like say Falcon and the Winter Soldier, there wasn't necessarily as much graphically going on.
Hmm.
Whereas you think Loki, there's the whole timeline stuff, and
Yeah.
someone's obviously got to design that. So, and then obviously with the scrolls and people's changing faces constantly and stuff, there's a bit more to it then
Yeah.
Falcon taking his goggles off or his wings coming out, kind of thing. Hopefully, it just means that it's took this long and we're going to get a better quality than some of the ones we have seen.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, I can totally understand that. Yeah, hopefully they've put more concentration into it, sort of thing. If they're gonna, if they're gonna shorten it down, because what normally we had, 3 seasons a year, 4 seasons maybe, sort of thing.
I don't know. They only really started last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, but say last year, the year before, during COVID and that lot. So yeah, you had about 3 or 4 seasons a year, didn't we, sort of thing? So unless they're cutting it down to maybe 2 or 3, which I wouldn't mind, I'll take it, sort of thing.
I'd rather have it less and have like a higher quality of it.
Yeah, which
And
that.
more time and effort put in it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Which I definitely prefer as well, to be honest. So, but yeah, very well. That's the Marvel Mad one shot for today. Yeah, roll on June 21st. I'm really looking forward to it now. Well, I'd say thank you very much from your host, Duane Captain Coffee. Thank you very much, Jason, for coming along and having a look at it with me and getting your first reactions from it, sort of thing. And yeah, we'll see you all next time on another episode on Marvel Mad. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
Peace.